injured here. 1v1 Green Tooth Gorge. Blue side, we have Eye0fHoruS. This guy is the community manager for Elite Mod, looks after the website and deals with communications and stuff. He is playing a Techmarine, starts off range combat, puts out some nice damage, also has nice utility, can build structures and repair. Red side, Tex is playing a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive commander, fights melee by default, has a bunch of spells. Looks like it's Blood Angels versus the Black Legion. You have Chaos Space Marines on the field for Tex. Heavy ranged infantry with decent melee capabilities in tier 1. Can become very scary and offensive in tier 2. Tactical Marines on the field for Eye0fHoruS. A bit more durable, a bit more versatile than the Chaos Space Marines. Tex with some heretics after those Chaos Space Marines, and Eye0fHoruS with more scouts, so double scouts and double heretics builds. Scouts a bit more mobile than heretics, really help you with map control. Heretics better in combat, I would say, can be very nasty in melee in tier 1 with their aspiring champion leader. They can boltify though from 2 scout squads, and Eye0fHoruS will be able to kite and split his forces here, whittle down his heretics, or will he? These guys now in charge, and Eye0fHoruS doesn't want to lose models, so retreats them. You really want to cut down your scout losses. 35 requisition to reinforce those guys. Tex going for some more heretics. You have triple heretics with a Chaos Space Marine squad in there as well. Chaos Sorcerer with Doom Bolts are very nicely done on those Tactical Marines. Wow, took almost half of their health. They are now in this garrison. Chaos Sorcerer eating shots now. Goes after the scouts. Special attack. Chaos Sorcerer has a pretty nice special attack starting off. Can he take down a scout model? He can, and gets away. Grenade launchers on these heretics for Tex gives them 4 grenade launchers and 4 auto guns. Some nice AoE damage early on. Can also disrupt with a grenade barrage. 2-1 for Tex. Techmarine pushing ahead and capping this power point. Will now probably retreat, perhaps take the garrison. Looks like he is going to take the garrison. Eternal War up on the Chaos Space Marines. You can see the insignias around their weapons, also the plus icon on their unit indicator. A flat damage increase. Scouts with a grenade, dodged by Tex, and these guys will probably need to retreat. There we go. Good early play from Tex, just catching Eye0fHoruS out of position with this little 3-squad blob he's running around with. Retreats those heretics. Chaos Sorcerer meanwhile coming back out of base. Heretics with grenade launchers are capping. Surely we will see at least one aspiring champion on these guys. We will see though. Artificer and the refractor field up for Eye0fHoruS, so he's really kitting his Techmarine out to be tough early on. The refractor field is one of the most efficient energy shields in the game, or even the most efficient. Artificer also makes him nice and tough with some good health regen. So we sit the Techmarine in cover with Artificer and the refractor field. He's going to be very tough to dislodge with range fire. Chaos Space Marines down to almost half health when you start to worry about losing a model, so Tex backing them off. Chaos Sorcerer should be able to cap mid. Not all of these scout models are shooting. Now they are. Doom Bolts almost takes some models off the scouts. Now it goes back to capping. And there's a grenade. Bang. He moved off the center. Would have been really painful if he didn't. Now he's just going to melee them. Surely he's going to get a model. Eye0fHoruS, I think, busy microwing Tactical Marines and an engagement up here. Scouts losing a model. Both of these scout squads with a sergeant gives them a fragmentation grenade. These guys get away without a loss and stopped Tex from capping mid, so it's a 1-to-1 cap. 462, 490. Tex has an aspiring champion on both of these heretic squads. Eye0fHoruS might want to think about getting Devastators now, or at least some shotgun scouts. He takes the garrison. Heretics need grenade launchers to deal with garrisons. The aspiring champion himself is a pretty nasty Chaos Space Marine with bolt pistol and chainsword. Gives all of the heretics a health buff. and he's pretty tough himself, so they become pretty nasty in melee with their Doom Blast even and such. Double scouts are going to shoot up these heretics on the west side. Tex grenade barrage hits one scout model and then retreats. Good map control for Tex here. Has kept the pressure on the west side with those heretics and used the rest of his forces to harass the east and the center. Sorcerer trying to cap or decap even. Techmarine's accuracy struggling there since he's on the move, but Tex able to decap, and Eye0fHoruS will take the garrison built into this rock face. Can he get some models off these heretics as they back away? Looks like a no. And Eye0fHoruS is getting some devastators now. Perhaps he thought about going straight to tier 2, maybe get a Razorback quickly. Tex could go tier 2 very, very soon. And he's keeping the pressure up on his east side. Haven't seen him hit power yet though. Here come Tactical Marines, deciding not to get a Flamer and harass power in tier 1. He's been under too much pressure on the east side to really venture all the way over here. Scouts trying to cap up. This breakpoint was fully matured as well. Here we see some Tzeentch worship infiltrating these heretics. Now getting a bit too close and out of worship range anyway. And Eye0fHoruS retakes the east side. Both players going tier 2, and now Tex meets the Devastators. So not too bad for Horus. He's got Devastators out and gone tier 2. Not too far behind Tex. Space Marines take mid. It's going to be a 2-1, and he's going to put some more VP pressure on Horus. And look at the map control. Still, these grenade launch heretics pressuring the west side. Doesn't look like it's bothering to reinforce them. Even if you're down to 4 models, of course, you retain all 4 grenade launchers. Grenade launcher members will be the last to die. Devastators suppressing the Chaos Space Marines. Tex countering with Vestments of the Warp allows his Chaos Sorcerer to teleport. That might have been why Eye0fHoruS didn't get a Devastator out sooner. He was afraid of this. Is he going to get a model off these guys? Being led back into base, needs to be careful. Couldn't get a model. Uses the wall to break line of sight. 370, 490. Devastator setting up. Scouts getting some shots, and Techmarine comes mid. Bloodletters on the way for Tex. Going to put a lot of pressure on those Devastators. And these heretics again capping up this western edge, moving north and decapping this wreck point. They've been a constant annoyance. Chaos Sorcerer going after the Techmarine, but he's eating a lot of bolter fire and teleports out. And Eye0fHoruS stops capping here. This is a mistake. Perhaps a misclick. Grenade launch heretics disrupting the Devastators, but they will need to set up again, and they finished the cap there. Can they get away? Most likely not. Tactical Marines can fight them in melee, and down they go. They did very well though, and Bloodletters are on the field. Demon infantry that have very, very nasty power melee weapons can phase shift out of existence and teleport. Alongside heretic worship, they are deadly. But look at this, Eye0fHoruS with a dreadnought on the way, and that's going to be a huge headache for Tex. Bloodletters are not melee heavy as they are in retail, so they can't deal with vehicles. 366, 480. Tex will need Havocs or perhaps some Plague Marines. Could get some Havocs right now. Of course, he doesn't know the dreadnought is on the way. Straight out the gate with a dreadnought can really cause havoc. Especially as Space Marine dreadnought, which is so tough out the gate with 1200 hit points of vehicle armor. Here are the Bloodletters on those Tactical Marines. Tactical Marines with the Sergeant doesn't want to retreat them because they'll take tons of damage as they run away. But there's a special attack, knocking down all 4 models. But they do make the building. They did lose a model though. Bloodletters can't do much versus the garrison. Center is blue. We have some heretics here. I think Tex Doom blasted a heretic by mistake there. Here comes the dreadnought. Tex has now seen it. What's he going to do in response? Nothing yet. He might try and avoid it and go tier 3. No, he's getting some Plague Marines. This guy starts off with 2 close combat weapons. As you can see, 100 DPS of melee heavy with a splash and a wrist mounted flamer. This guy hurts in melee. Also inspires nearby allies to do more damage whenever it kills anything in melee. And that still counts when it gets a ranged weapon. As long as this is a melee kill, it will still inspire. Sternguard veterans for Eye0fHoruS. I would have just gone for a plasma gun. I think he wants to put pressure on those bloodletters with the Hellfire rounds. And here are the Plague Marines. Good generalist unit, good damage to all targets. Tough, but lack mobility. As you can see, they also snare vehicles with that missile launcher. 366, 385. They are not heavy infantry though, so the Sternguard Hellfire rounds will really hurt those Plague Marines. Double cap for Eye0fHoruS. Kept his nerve and has got map control back here. Okay, our Sorcerer back at base. Dreadnought has the assault cannon, which was surprising. I thought he was going to use it to tie up bloodletters and use Emperor's Fist to disrupt them, but he's gone for the assault cannon, which is a devastating anti-infantry weapon. It also has that awesome barrage, which you just saw there. Didn't seem to hit much though. Taking shots from the Plague Marines now, being snared with each shot. Plague Marines don't do a huge amount of damage with their missile, but they do snare. Another shot goes in. Here we see some Tzeentch worship. You might be wondering, why is he worshipping Tzeentch here when the scouts can spot infiltrated units? It's because infiltrated units also get a nice 20% range damage reduction even if they are partially infiltrated or revealed. 366, 304, 2-1 for Horus. He has both naturals, but Tex is taking back his natural. And we have double heretics chasing the Techmarine, and plasma gun is up. Very nasty plasma weapon, awesome straight up DPS. Dreadnought pushing forward. Plague Marines alone I don't think suffice at dealing with a Space Marine Dreadnought at 1200 hit points. Taking a lot of damage from that barrage. Devastators suppressing them. Plague Marines will still fire at their same rate even when they're suppressed, though they still move slower. 356, 302. Dreadnought shooting the crap out of heretics. They might want to run away now. Yes, you saw the inspiration there on a melee kill. Tex using that pressure to cap mid. Here comes scouts to decap. Are they going to chuck a grenade? No. Marco Tzeentch Chaos Space Marines losing a model, forcing the Sternguard veterans into the garrison. Here come Devastators and scouts to assist, and the Eye0fHoruS goes tier 3. Double Plague Marines for Tex. Now that is vital. Eye0fHoruS going tier 3 and Tex going for another tier 2 unit.
Adding support structure.
Double Plague Marines now. Very durable combo. Difficult to shift, especially if he concentrates them on the mid, which is not that far to get to from the base. Chaos Sorcerer with the Sword of Flame doing damage over time to those Devastators, but they do survive. And the sheer DPS that Assault Cannon puts out is scary. Also suppresses if you shoot for long enough. Plague Marines might try and decap here. They also might eat a grenade. 339, 276. Missiles, as you can see there, with very bad accuracy versus infantry, will most likely just hit the ground, but 100% accuracy versus that big Dreadnought. And here come Bloodletters forcing off the Devastators, and that is combined arms play. Plague Marines pressuring the Dreadnought, Bloodletters pressuring the Devastators. Bloodletters spread out. Oh, it was a demonic summoning circle, I see. Bloodletters coming out for 15 seconds. Where are the actual Bloodletters? They're back at base. Plague Marines capping mid. Good pressure by Tex. Dreadnought down to half hit points. It's almost leveled though. 2/3 of the way there anyway. Plasma Cannon now in the field for Eye0fHoruS, and he is tier 3. and has a healthy amount of power as well.
The enemy has 200
Could get a Land Raider reasonably soon if he has the population for it. Chaos Sorcerer chasing something to the building. Is that the Techmarine? It is the Techmarine. He needs to be careful getting plasma cannon shots, plasma gun shots even, to his face. 339198. A couple more shots, he's going to die here. Retreats just in time. Dreadnought coming back out of base a bit too soon. He's taking Plague Marine shots. Tex keeping his guys in there, and they get the kill. Not really put off by that suppression. They're still firing at the same rate. An awesome perk that Plague Marines had. And Tex retains the 2-to-1, retains his Plague Marines, and kills the Dreadnought. A very, very good engage of him. Grenade on the Heretics kills 3 models, but they'll be fine. Here come the Stern Guard with the Hellfire rounds up. You can tell by the Scarlet icon that they're using Hellfire rounds.
We have 300 points remaining.
Full gems up for both teams. We haven't seen any generator harass that I've seen. Predator tank on the way for Eye0fHoruS. Tex going tier 3. Bloodletters keeping the Techmarine away from this VP, and now they phase out, so they're not going to take damage while he's in that garrison. Eye0fHoruS takes the central for a 2-to-1, 293, 191. Tex has around 100 VPs to make up here, and he has a hell of a lot of upkeep. As you can see, the difference in the requisition income between the two players. Preserved 2 of his Heretic squads, now getting grenade launchers.
Our fortifications are under assault.
Techmarine still wanting to put pressure on this west side. Bloodletter is going to teleport behind him. He's going to get back into the garrison again. Yes. 293171. It's a 2-to-1 cap.
Our own has died. The enemy must pay.
And grenade out, putting pressure on the Stern Guard, taking out a model pretty quickly. Both of these scouts still alive. These guys level 2. Stern Guard taking tons of damage. Here is the Predator tank. Was that the best choice versus double Plague Marines? Big plasma cannon here. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Double scouts are repairing now. Another plasma cannon hit. Stern Guard trying to tie up the Plague Marines, but they in turn are forced off by the Chaos Sorcerer. Another good engagement for Tex. He should get vengeance rounds for the Devastators, I think, since suppressing the Plague Marines is not doing a lot. Really put some damage out with advanced targeting. Plague Marines now working on the generators. Suppression not affecting their firing rate, and they take down the generator. Really nice pressure from Tex, but it's still a 2-to-1 for Horus. Techmarine still dancing back and forth with those Bloodletters into that building. Heretics want to be capping here, you would think. 293125. That was a mistake from Tex, wasn't capping, and now he's going to get suppressed by the Devastators. These double Plague Marines have been awesome for Tex, a really good choice by getting these guys, and they put some moral pressure off the Predator, but get too low and need to retreat. Did decap the east side though, and he's capping mid with the Sorcerer, who is level 2. Techmarine very nearly level 3. Marco Tzeentch CSM forcing the Techmarine again back into that building. Scouts will try and decap mid. Sorcerer wants a word with them. He levels up to 3. There's the double cap. Can he stop these scouts from decapping? No, he can't. So it's going to be a 1-to-1 once the Devastators cap the east side. Tex now going tier 3 for real. Eye0fHoruS has a lot of resources. What is he going to get? Is he going to wait for a Land Raider? Another Predator maybe? 251122. Devastators will set up on the Sorcerer. Don't think he wants to risk teleporting in at that point. And they take mid, and it's a 2-to-1 for Horus. Bloodletter's still guarding this west side, and his Chaos Space Marines have been sat here for a while. Don't think he needs both of them. 251, 113. Plague Marines down to 3 models each, but they still retain the missile launcher, of course, so he's not too bothered. That's what he wants them for at the moment, to pressure the Predator. Scout's just about getting away there. Devastator's moved back. He's used the Devastators reasonably well, I think, moving them around a lot.
The enemy has 100 points remaining.
Still, he has the Bloodletters and the Chaos Space Marines on the west side. He doesn't need both of these guys here.
The enemy is capturing one of our
The Techmarine just heals all the way up and comes back out again. And gets back into the garrison again. Techs exploding Plague Marine models. Healing and damaging enemies when they explode on death, but they will not heal their own squad. 251, 90. Predator gets in shots. Ouch. Double missiles going in. Plague Marines starting to slowly level up. These guys are level 2. And Predator backs away and lives. Would have thought Techs would try and chase. Big plasma cannon hit, forcing the Heretic squads to retreat. 240, 90. It's a 2-to-1 cap for Techs. Stern Guard back away. Plasma cannon, another hit on those Plague Marines. Ouch, needs to retreat them. And he still has 2 squads here watching the west side. That is a mistake. The Mark of Tzeentch guys were here. All the Bloodletters are here. They would be really hurting these Marines. There's another demonic summoning circle. 222, 90. Scouts backing away. Bloodletters going after those Devastators. Has Eye0fHoruS noticed this? I don't think he cares. The circle has now run out of steam. 213, 90. 2-to-1 for Techs. He has both of the naturals. And here comes the Predator tank to help out the Techmarine on the west side. Bloodletters are going to teleport and go after the Techmarine. Can they knock him down? They do force him off. 20290 and a Land Raider Redeemer on the way for Eye0fHoruS. Techs doesn't quite have the requisition to get anything nasty. Doesn't have the red to get Terminators either. Which would be really good, I think, with an autocannon alongside these double Plague Marines. We do have a Land Raider Phobos on the way. I completely missed that being built, but here we see it. Is Eye0fHoruS going to cancel his Land Raider? Doesn't look like it. Ouch, that plasma cannon is so nasty. I can't believe he hasn't leveled yet. 197, 90. There's the double cap for Tech's. Going to be a triple, is it? Here come Hellfire round. Stern Guard, Hellfire rounds do so much damage to commanders, and he teleports out. There's the double. Land Raider Redeemer hitting the field. Here is the Phobos though. Twin-linked heavy bolter on the front. Twin-linked las cannons on either side. Huge damage from long range to large targets. And is Eye0fHoruS going to be able to deal with that thing? He does have a plasma cannon. He does have a las cannon now as well. Also has the Vengeance rounds from the Stern Guard. And here comes the Land Raider Redeemer. Flamestorm cannons on both sides. Basically huge flamers. Twin-linked assault cannon, multi-melter and grenade launchers. Absolutely tons of damage to infantry from close range. Can hurt a vehicle if it gets close as well. We do have a las cannon Predator as well. This will be very interesting if this kicks off. 13890. Tex needs more stuff mid, I think. Out, so Stern Guard losing all but one model. Here comes the Land Raider Redeemer. Land Raider Redeemer allows you to reinforce and gives you some health regen. The Phobos does not have any support capabilities. Ouch! Plague Marine's a bit static there and get caught by a grenade barrage. And this Phobos is in trouble now. Heretic's going to come and try and repair. I don't think it's going to be enough though. Eye0fHoruS being aggressive with the Redeemer and getting multi-melter hits. and the last kind of Predator takes down the Phobos. Tex probably didn't think it was worthwhile to try and back it off, it will just be chased down. There is Subjugate on the Devastators, but the Sorcerer goes down. That was a very nice idea. Might lose the Bloodletters as well, and does. That is very, very painful. 13780. Still has double Plague Marines, but are down to 2 models on 3 models. That might have been the winning engagement for Eye0fHoruS. Chaos Predator now on the way. This is a very interesting choice, since Eye0fHoruS already has a Lascannon Predator, which is getting close to level 3 now. Plasma Cannon Devastator is still there as well. Tex guarding his natural with these Chaos Space Marines. Lascannon Predator coming to the west side. Eye0fHoruS needs to push disadvantage, I think, and cap west. He must know he's way ahead now. Phobos going down, Bloodletters going down. Heretics pretty much a liability now. Get anywhere near that Land Raider and it's going to grenade the crap out of them. Scouts capping west side. Marker Tzeentch. Chaos Space Marines in building. Get out and don't retreat. These guys haven't even leveled to 2. They were just stuck on this west side doing nothing for ages. Plague Marines decapping east. 13727. Tech still has decent capping power. Gonna tie up this Techmarine so he can't fire that dangerous plasma gun on those Plague Marines. Still has his Land Raider Redeemer to deal with though. Chaos Sorcerer still down mid. Ouch! Imperial wipes both of the scout squads. That is the 500 red nuke for Chaos, and it's doing friendly fire to Chaos Space Marines now, and might wipe them out in fact. Need to retreat them, Tex. But he doesn't have time. There is the 2-1 for Eye0fHoruS, and that's the game. It was pretty much that big engagement mid that won it. Very aggressive play with the Land Raider. Took out the Phobos in no time with the Predator's help. Man, that was painful. I thought the Phobos would be much better than that. But there you go. Plague Marines did really well, I think. Level 2. But the Commanders, level 4. Techmarine was so annoying on that west side. Sorcerer was level 3 before he went down. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.